Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
And I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Welcome to our show on a Friday. We have guests coming in here early, I believe, so we'll be expecting guests walking through the door anytime. And lots of things to talk about this morning and some music to play, information to bring you, so settle in. Now, first of all, Brent handed me this latest update from the Broken Bow Fire Department. We appreciate these updates we're getting so consistently. We appreciate that very much. And they are just reminding you out there, no drone use in the response areas. This is important for airspace safety. And they're once again asking you, the public, to refrain from using drones as multiple aircraft have been operating in the area to support ongoing fire response efforts. It is critical that these aircrafts can operate without interference. Any drones in the airspace can delay operations, endanger pilots, and jeopardize the firefighting efforts. If you fly, they can't. Please keep us safe in the skies. They also appreciate the public's ongoing cooperation in allowing these aircraft to perform their critical work without obstruction. And a couple of other notes here. A training advisory class, a wildfire safety class, originally scheduled for Monday, March 3rd, has been postponed to a later date. That certainly makes sense. And today is a day where we've all got our fingers crossed a little bit. Fire danger remains high in much of the state, including this area, which is pretty experienced by now on a Friday of what dry conditions can do. So please use extreme caution and avoid any activities that could ignite new fires. And the Broken Bow Fire Department also reminds you they have canceled all burn permits until further notice. That in from the Broken Bow Fire Department this morning with that update. Now, if you've been outside at all, anywhere close by to center of Custer County, you have had an air show. There
wow.
have been. I thought about this. I took a walk yesterday, and here comes a helicopter, with a big carriage of water, a big bag down from the rope, two helicopter propellers going. It was a huge unit. There's a couple of those. Big jet rolls in and drops suppressants near the Klein farm, and that was videoed. Videos of that helicopter dropping that collection bag in the Beechler sand pit and doing that all day yesterday and hauling water to prevent damage to structures. And it's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't such a sad thing to be seeing all these pastures burning up, it's kind of neat to see. But if we can watch and stay out of the way, so be it. It's your government at work, folks. That's what we have these different departments for. The governor declared this a disaster here in this county, in Dawes County. So we have larger units coming in to help. As we mentioned, the Forest Service is here, different governmental departments coming in to help our fire department here and all of our fire departments in Custer County. And it is really something to see. But you just need to stay out of the way. But
yes.
When they had the video posted of the jet coming in, dropping that suppressant with the red color and hitting the trees, you could hear people applauding and yelling in the background, saying, "You're saving our property." That part of it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yep. So they'll still be doing that today, I would imagine, because this is a red flag day. So be very, very careful out there. They don't need any more fires to tend to. And we had an update for you also during the news today, and we'll run that again during our 8 o'clock report. If you haven't caught up yet, we've got the latest that was turned into us yesterday afternoon, going into last night. And again, it probably has changed some, but that's the most recent report we have. So that's what's going on there. And again, gosh, thanks so much to all the volunteers in the background that are helping take care of these firefighters, the Hot Meals USA, Rotary. I think people from different groups are bringing in goodies for the firemen. And not only does that fill their stomachs, it shows them that they have support here. So I know everybody appreciates that very, very much. An exciting basketball game last night. The only thing most of us didn't like about it is somebody had to lose.
I would be right with you on that.
And
yes.
there are local athletes. So
Yes.
that's hard when you have two area teams playing one another to move forward. But that's sports for you. But boy, what a performance, huh?
Yeah, great game last night. We had the honor and privilege of doing the D27 Boys Subdistrict Championship game last night in Litchfield. It was SEM against Ansel Litchfield. Third time the two teams have met this year. They know each other real well. There were no surprises. Just great playmaking last night, and it was great. Great from beginning to end. So we say thanks for a great game. Ansel Litchfield got the win. 54-51 was the final, so Ansel Litchfield will move out into the district finals now in Class D2. We can tell you who their opponent will be. They will take on Silver Lake. Ansel Litchfield will be the number 9 seed in the district round, Silver Lake the number 8, and right now it's showing that game to be at Silver Lake. And, people from Ansley and Litchfield know that trip well. I believe it was Silver Lake that they played in the six-man football playoffs in the opening round of that. So that'll be an interesting matchup. Also want to congratulate Sandhills Thetford. They won their sub-district last night by knocking off the top seed Hyannis. So Sandhills Thetford has advanced into the district finals, and it shows their opponent as Wausau in the D2-2 district finals. So congratulations to those area teams moving on in the tournament.
All right. The sports scene is not over.
Oh, no.
We have a big game for you tonight that is being covered by our sports team.
Yes, big day today. Girls District Finals. You win today, and you go to the state tournament next week. So big games today. As far as our coverage is concerned, we'll be in Columbus for you today to follow the Broken Bow Lady Indians as they take on Scotus Central Catholic. Game scheduled to tip at 6 o'clock. We'll have it for you on KCNI, 1280 AM and 96.3 FM, KCNI1280.com. Also, for the Broken Bow game, we'll plan to do the video stream, so you'll be able to watch it accompanied by the radio call, and that'll be tonight, tipping off at 6. And then Jeremy and Larry, they will be headed to North Platte for us tonight, North Platte St. Pat's, where Anselmo Myrna will take on Layton in the D2-8 District Championship game. Best of luck to the Lady Coyotes. We'll broadcast the game on KBBN, 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. I believe there were some social media posts being put out yesterday saying that there might be some camera problems at St. Pat's in regards to their video stream. So tune into the radio. We'll have it for you. We'll be there. KBBN, 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. Tip-off for that game will be 6 o'clock as well. Also, best of luck to Mullen. Mullen will take on Wilcox-Hildreth in the D2-5 District Championship tonight as well. So best of luck to our area teams as they try to qualify for the state tournament.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent. We have some music lined up today, kind of a mix again, which we like to do here. Life is too short to play the same thing every day, the same genre every day, but we're going to mix it up and kind of also salute our local heroes and all our heroes that are coming in who are taking care of us with all these fires. So here's the most positive artist in the world, Paul Overstreet, one called Heroes.
everything in between. Come talk to us at Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow, 872-5800, or visit our website, pearsonpt.com.
Winter might still be outside, but inside the Secret Garden, spring has arrived early. You'll find all kinds of things fresh and new, from inspirational t-shirts to beautiful home decor that will brighten any room. Find sympathy gifts that offer comfort and amaryllis bulbs to bring spring's beauty indoors. Open Fridays 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturdays 8:30 to 4:30. Revelation 21 verse 5 says, "And he makes all things new." The Secret Garden, where some secrets just can't be kept. 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
747, we promised guests in the first portion of the show today, and they are here. And this is brought to you by Nebraska State Bank. They are donating this time to the Custer County Foundation, so that means the head of the foundation, Riley Duffer, is here. Riley, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Real good, real good. And you brought a special guest with you.
I did. We are introducing the new assistant at the foundation, Jennifer Randolph. So we are excited. She started last week in the middle of all the hubbubaloo that we had going on. So kind of baptized by fire, but doing very well. And
Good.
We're excited to have her on. So
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
A little background. How are you interested in this sort of thing? Is this something you've been involved in elsewhere?
It's honestly not. My husband and I just moved here from Kearney the 1st of July, and I was in a work-from-home position and was just wanting to venture out, meet people in the community, and just felt like this would be a really good fit, just to have that purpose. It's been amazing, and I'm learning a lot, but I'm definitely enjoying it.
I think Riley would probably be able to lead you down the road of meeting all these people. It's a good place to meet a lot of people, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and a very rewarding position as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I know that it is a busy time of year, Riley, and so now you've got some help here.
thank goodness.
To,
Yes.
to dive into all the things that are coming up pretty quickly.
Yes, absolutely. We have our scholarship ceremony coming up March 23rd. So we just met earlier this week, and having 12 committee members agree on things, that was an adventure and quite the feat that we undertook, but did very well. And looks like we will be handing out just under $175,000 worth of scholarships.
Wow.
So yeah, we're doing very well, and we're very excited to put a dent in some of those education money that'll be owed, because I can speak from experience and tell you that's real.
Yeah, very real,
But-
and it can last a long time as far as the debt and so
can.
forth.
Yes.
And not only just the monetary part of it, it's a nice pat on the back for the students and an
It is.
encouragement for their next step in life, right?
Yes, just that celebration of, hey, you're almost done,
Yeah.
and enjoy the last few months of high school, and look at all this hard work that you've kind of had this culmination of, and so just that exciting, and just honoring the donors. And we have a lot of scholarships that are in memory of people, and so just honoring that legacy that people have started for their loved ones, and the businesses and whatnot. We've got a lot of partners that have helped make this possible, and it's fantastic to see all of them acknowledged for all of their hard work also.
And Riley, it kind of rotates where it's located each year. Where is it this year?
This year it will be back in Broken Bow. It will be on March 23rd at 2 p.m. out at the One Box Convention Center.
Okay.
We're very excited. So I had to recruit my first speaker. So Kyle Smith, local boy, will be our speaker. So we're excited. He ran cross country with Jason in college, and of course, Karen Smith and her
Yeah.
fantastic cookies.
Yes.
And so she'll be also doing cookies. I mean,
Oh, boy.
shameless plug right there for her. But so yes, Kyle Smith will be our speaker, and he's very excited and very honored, and he's back in the area. And so I believe he's at Hastings College now. He was out in Colorado for a while, but so yeah, we're excited to have him and see what wealth of knowledge he gets to impress on everyone.
Yeah, I think you will. Brent, you probably all remember Kyle running up and down the streets and
All the time.
and
I
all
think
the
so,
time,
yes.
practicing all the
Yeah.
time. He was
Last week when he was home, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But
very dedicated to that sport.
Very much
yeah,
so.
and I don't know how he's, did it, eating all those cookies and still being able to.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. Well, that'll be great.
Yes.
Good setup there. So that's coming up here in one box, and the date again.
March 23rd, and it'll start at 2 p.m.
Okay. $175,000.
Just under, yep.
What do you think of that, Bryn?
That's a tremendous amount.
Isn't that amazing?
I have a question. You talked about some of these scholarships being in memory of. If someone would like to put together a scholarship for the future, I assume you can help them through that process if they're interested,
Yep,
right?
absolutely. You can come in and see me, and we can set up their criteria. You can email me. I've done it via email entirely. I think our newest, one of the newer ones, is our Delta Farms that Jeff and Karen Evans established at the gala. So we're excited about having that for the first year. So yeah, there's if you would like to get one started, whether it's your business that you want to, help a kid out going into electrical or lineman or whatever, yes, we are more than welcome to get that all set up for you.
Fantastic.
So.
Have you went through the process with Jennifer now that you've went through the gala process as to what she should expect?
Well, I showed her pictures, and she saw like the aftermath of paperwork everywhere, and I was like, "You just wait."
Yeah.
But we are starting to prep for 2025. Believe it or not, we do have that date set, December 13th, and we're excited. Excited for that. It's going to be another good time and allow us to give back to those grants that we do twice a year. So
Yeah, it is a good time, and it's always surprising. We talked about this before, because was this a record this
it
last
was a
time?
record year. Yes, over $200,000 that we brought in. So
Wow.
just crazy, just crazy, unfathomable.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Great
amazing.
contributions to have the auction items and then have people respond to them
Exactly.
like they do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So get ready, Jennifer.
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
It'll be fun, but a lot of work, right?
Yes,
Yes, for sure.
Okay. And you've kind of been in the news here lately with some other things. So tell us what else is going on.
So we just announced kind of our Think Big gift. It was our first year that we did that. Last year, so coming up on a year, we found out that Super Kids Club, the after-school program that is ran at North Park, but not by North Park, they had lost their main person that was running it and had some funding lapses. And so we were just really excited that we were thought of and able to kind of bridge that gap so they wouldn't lose that program, because I know having a kindergartner that suddenly, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with you now that you're not in daycare? And good luck finding a daycare spot in Broken Bow for just the summer. Just such a big need, and we're excited that we were able to bridge that gap and help Super Kids Club out. So we were able to give a scholarship to 44 of the, I believe it was like 98 students, so almost half that were in attendance during the summer. So we were excited to kind of roll out that information. We've been sitting on it a while, just kind of making sure that the time was right. So.
Well, congratulations, and
Yes.
thank you so much. Jeremy was talking about it to me the other day, and he was throwing some numbers my way. And it's a very needed service for the kids, number one, and then the economic impact if they don't have somebody somewhere to take their little ones in the summer months. A lot of people have to give up their jobs, right?
Yes. Or my kid would have to come hang out at the office and drive Jennifer nuts, I'm sure. So.
Well, I don't know, Jennifer. And what's your little gal's name?
Aria.
Aria
Yes.
is a very talented artist, and she can build houses and everything. So it wouldn't be a bad thing if she was there.
Not at all. Not at all.
But it is difficult on a day-to-day basis to be able to, do that. So the economic impact of this is huge.
It is. It just the fact, just with the limited notice, I think was kind of the kick in the pants. But it worked out, and it helped out those families, and just the stretch of that, I think was huge.
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
And I need to give that credit to Lindsay and Lisa and the past board, because I came in after it was already done and decided on and paid out. And so they handled it with grace, and I think took it head on, and they did very well.
Great.
I'm just getting the PR for it. So
Well,
nice job, ladies.
hey,
Yeah.
always want to take it when you can get it.
Right.
You never know what's around the corner.
Exactly.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yes.
That's fantastic. We saw that, and I was really impressed with that effort. So people can still work and have some place for the kids in the summertime.
And they're doing something with the kids. They're going to the pool. They're going to the library. They're going, every which way. So it's not just they're sitting around watching TV or, eating you out of house and home and all that stuff. So it was, very needed, and we're blessed that we were able to do that.
Now, you're a teacher, former teacher.
Yes. Yep.
And I don't know, we were up at the Quiz Bowl. We did the Quiz Bowl on Wednesday, and we happened to be loading our stuff out when the kids were getting, well, I think the kindergartners were getting out, and they're all in that line down the hall. And it just warms your heart when you see those kids lined up chattering a little bit, and the other kids were getting ready to have a music class, Mrs. Flop. It was just, kids playing is a great thing. So when they can get together in the summertime and play, I think it would be a very healthy thing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you think back to COVID, just that isolation aspect, I think it's huge. So yeah, I would agree.
Well, we've already proven that isolation for kids through COVID is not a good thing.
No, not at all.
So
I mean, it's not good for adults. So
no,
think about those
no,
little
and
brains.
I don't think adults should wear pajamas all day. Do you, Brent?
No.
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 Hey, Jennifer feels attacked. No, sorry.
I don't want to get on your bad side. Jennifer. All right, a lot of great news stories. You have more?
No, just be watching. Oh, I guess yes. Sorry, I say no and then continue talking. We do have our Gift for Custer County dates set. They are June 16th through the 30th. We'll be working on that this next week and hopefully have a press release out. So more information to come.
Okay,
So,
very good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brent, got involved in the kids and everything. Did you have any other questions?
I don't think so. And I guess when we think about giving to the Custer County Foundation, I know my mind just always goes to the gala at the
Yes.
end of the year. But if someone feels led to
absolutely.
donate to the Custer County Foundation, you can do that at any time.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
there's multiple ways that you can donate and different funds that you can donate to. The Sergeant Pool, all-inclusive playground. Think of those big fundraisers that we've been having lately, and chances are we have had probably a hand in it. If you are so moved to donate to the Broken Bow Ambulance Fund or the Fire Fund or things like that, it does not have to come straight to the Custer County Foundation. It can come to any of our funds that we hold, or memorials that you can donate to, or place your loved one's name in the Book of Memory. We've got multiple things. It's not just going to us for a sustaining membership. It can go to any of our funds, and it will benefit those individuals
Great.
or those purposes. So
Riley, I've got a pilot project for Jennifer.
okay.
Because I don't know if you've heard about this, but we're going to grow some gourds this summer, and we're going to have a gourd stand this late summer or fall for the inclusive playground. And I think, Jennifer, we're going to make a lot of money. I mean, I think we're looking at, I don't know, thousands of dollars probably in gourd sales. And if we do that, then then we would like to run that money. Now, this is a platform that you guys provide, which is so important. Then we can make that donation through the foundation to the inclusive playground, right?
Correct.
So that works. So, Jennifer, we would like to team up with you and Riley on this gourd sales. The only thing is we have never grown gourds before.
That's the nervous part of this. In order to make this work,
Yeah.
we have to have gourds. And so we've got to grow them. And we've kind of got our fingers crossed. But we have some people helping us that I think have experience in growing gourds.
Quite a few people have volunteered, to Mary Lee was just with us the other day, and she is an expert gardener. Mary Lee Johnson. We have
Yes, she is.
the Garden Center, Arrow
Yeah.
Seed, Julie at Off Broadway is a gourd expert.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you knew this, ladies.
I
but
didn't.
You can make there's a specific gourd that's just for making birdhouses.
You need to get Jim Hartman in here then. He
Oh.
is a birdhouse making fool.
Okay.
All right. See
Great.
how this networking works? It's going to be big. The only thing is we're going to try to plan them out back,
Oh, there you go.
and we hope that we don't kill them. Hey, ladies, thanks so much for
Yes.
coming in. Custer County Foundation does so many great things, and I know, Riley, I'll open that final conversation as to how it takes a team to make this all work.
It does. We could not do it without all of our support from Custer County and beyond. We do have a lot of donors that are not local, and we are very lucky, and we couldn't do it without them. We wouldn't be here without all of our donors and the people that trust us with housing their nonprofit needs and whatnot. So we are very lucky.
We are lucky. And you mentioned fire departments and firefighters, and we would be surprised if there's not some efforts later on to replenish some of the supplies, and repairs are going to need to be made on some of these units that they're out in those canyons with.
Yes.
So we could probably expect that
Yes,
down the road.
look for that down the road. We don't have it all ironed out, but yes,
Okay.
I believe we will be
All right.
doing something.
Thanks to Nebraska State Bank for making this time available to the foundation. Thanks, ladies, for coming out.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it. News is next.
Your mornings sound better.
If you're driving in the car on the way to work, it just makes your day more enjoyable just listening to them.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A federal judge rules the Trump administration's mass layoffs last week were likely illegal. CBS's Thane Rosenbaum.
This ruling only affects federal probationary employees who are defined as those with less than a year at their jobs. There are 200,000 such employees.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky meets with President Trump at the White House today, where they're expected to sign a mineral deal in exchange for U.S. military aid.
We want to be secured. We want to get that money back. We're helping a country through a very, very big problem, a problem like very few people have had.
New information on the deaths of actor Gene Hackman, his wife, and their dog, whose remains were found at their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico. CBS's Anna Schechter.
Pretty grim. The affidavit noted that the bodies were already starting to decompose.
Investigators say there were no signs of a gas leak. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. 783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KSNB in an ongoing investigation, an explosion at a substation near St. Paul caused a power outage that impacted the entire town early Thursday morning. According to the Howard Greeley Rural Public Power District, a breaker at the substation near Highway 281 and Paul Street had exploded. The call was sent to the Howard County Dispatch at 5:36 a.m., with power being restored to the entire town by 7:30 a.m. St. Paul Volunteer Fire Department and EMS responded to the incident. Mutual aid was requested, but however was canceled. St. Paul Fire Chief Mike Becker said that the flames extinguished themselves and that he does not expect foul play. The exact cause of the fire is unknown. St. Paul Public Schools canceled class Thursday due to their buildings not having power at the time of the incident. The Howard County Medical Center is only running emergency services until further notice. CEO Arlen Johnson said, "We don't want to be a burden on the grid as they reestablish services." He said power was fully restored at the center at 8 a.m. The Howard Greeley Rural Public Power District is investigating the incident. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
It is Steph Curry's world, and we're just living in it.
Curry, guarded by Carter Jr., gets another screen. Bounce past the post. Over to Pajemski. Post had a layup and gave it up. Pajemski out to Curry. Pump fake. Flyby. 3-ball. Got it with the buzzer sounding.
You just heard it on the Game Warriors Radio Network. They came back to beat the Magic 121-115. Curry dropped 56 points, including 12 threes in the win. The Bucks held on to defeat the Nuggets 121-112 despite a triple-double from Nikola Jokic. Zion Williamson recorded his first career triple-double, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, as the Pelicans topped the Suns in Phoenix 124-116. The Suns have lost 7 out of their last 8 games. The Lakers have won 4 in a row. They beat the Timberwolves 111-102. LeBron James led the way for LA with 33 points and 17 rebounds.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A red flag warning begins at 10 a.m. today and continues until 8 p.m. tonight. Mainly clear skies today with daytime highs approaching 65. Winds out of the northwest 20 to 25 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies again tonight 26. 51 tomorrow, mainly clear. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
It's 8:08, and we will get to Jack outside here in a moment or two. He'll let us know what it really feels like outside. But we do want to repeat a couple of short stories concerning updates on the fire situation here in our area. So we'll go to those next here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
More than 150 firefighters have been actively battling the Custer County complex fire at its peak, working tirelessly to contain the spread. Governor Jim Pillen has declared a state of emergency for this fire. The declaration allows the Nebraska Military Department to send 22 soldiers and airmen from the Nebraska National Guard to assist with fighting the Custer County fires. Fire officials have divided the 3 fires in Custer County into 2 operational divisions. In the West Division is the Eureka Valley Fire. 4,800 acres have burned, 75% contained. In the East Division are the Lillian Fire and East Table Road Fire. 1,350 acres have burned, and it is 55% contained. Fire response efforts are being supported by multiple aircraft, including 2 helicopters conducting water drops and aerial observations. Emergency response teams extend their gratitude to the community for their continued support, including Hot Meals USA for providing meals to first responders. The National Weather Service in North Platte has issued a red flag warning for Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. Very dry fuels with northwest winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour will support rapid fire growth over the next few days. Chances of precipitation return early next week, though confidence in timing, precipitation type, and location is low.
10 past the hour. Now let's go outside and see what Jack Simpson has to say about what it really feels like outside. Jack?
Well, it's 32 degrees outside with sunny skies, a few light, fluffy clouds in the sky, calm winds out of the west, barometric pressure at 29.94, humidity at 64%. No rain or snow in the last 24 hours. The precipitation for this month will stay 40 hundredths. High yesterday 63, overnight low 34. Sunrise today was at 7:14. Sunset today 6:28, and I did just see a couple firefighters go by. No lights are on or anything, but they're on the way to Anselmo, it looks like, off that way.
All right, thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that, and I hope you enjoy your ride in the back seat tonight to Columbus or this afternoon. I think he's already shut the mic off.
Yeah. He does that quick now.
Doesn't want to talk
Gives
to us
his
anymore.
report. He's like, I don't want to talk to Dave and Brent. I've done my report. Mic's off.
Okay, we understand. We understand. Happy anniversary to Scott and Zella Briggs. They are celebrating their anniversaries today, so thank you very much for making that available to us. And that way we could salute Scott and Zella for many years of marriage. Happy anniversary to you. Today, a blood drive is taking place at the Callaway High School from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. This is a scholarship blood drive, and you can call in and make an appointment. I imagine also you could just walk in, but here's the number to call for an appointment if you want to set it up to your schedule. 836-2272, 836-2272. And oh, by the way, it's family music bingo night tonight at the Broken Bow Library. You can sign up for fun and games and entertain the whole family from 5 until 7 this evening at the Broken Bow Library. Brent Apperson and Dave Burney with you here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We're kind of keeping in mind today that we have people out serving us, saving our property, and doing the best they can to get these fires put out. Red flag today. Tomorrow's not going to be real great, but we do have a shot at some moisture on Monday and Tuesday, maybe even some snow on Tuesday, but some rain forecasted possibly on Monday. So if we can get through today and the weekend and keep everything from spreading, things should be better first of the next week, hopefully. Brian.
Yeah, hope so.
Hope so. So we're kind of thinking about the guys and gals out there doing what they do.
I ain't live forever.
But the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Brent and Dave with you here on the really big show, The Breakfast Show, on a Friday. Today we're going to be giving away a $25 gift card to CarQuest here in Broken Bow. True gearheads.
All right.
And they have $25 card they're making available for our Love Local promotion. And if you want to keep your ride looking great and, of course, keep it on the road, go and visit your friends at your locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts store. Make sure you ask about their fleet and farm equipment program. It saves you money on filters all year long. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 until 6, and Saturdays from 7:30 until 3. CarQuest, locally owned and located on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. The employees at CarQuest put their lifelong expertise to work for you and can help you with your vehicle and keep it on the road for miles and miles down the road. And like I said, they're gearheads. They like automobiles a lot, and they're locally owned. So be listening, because later on in the show, we're going to be giving you a chance to win that $25 gift card. Also, this morning, we want to remind you that we have some auctions coming up. And on this last day of February 2025, does that seem possible?
Yes and no.
Yes and no, yeah. Well, I think this last couple of weeks will be very memorable.
Oh, for sure.
In February. But we're moving into March, and tomorrow some more bull sales taking place. The S. Diamond Angus Bull Sale at Henderson, Nebraska will take place, and also Mason Angus and Sim Angus Annual Sale at the Broken Bow Livestock Barn is tomorrow at 1 p.m., and they'll be selling Angus and Sim Angus there, and that is taking place tomorrow. You can check them out on Facebook under Mason Angus and Sim. And a little later in the month, on March 19th, the Rifle Creek 7th Annual Charlet Bull Sale. Those are all listed on our auction page on sandhillsexpress.com. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we have more information coming your way.
Barney Pharmacy has the products you're seeking to stay healthy or feel better. 2 is better than 1. Energen C 10-count packages are 2 for $10. 25-count cough drops are only $1.29. Tussin DM Cough Plus Chest Congestion Liquids are $2.99. 200-milligram ibuprofen in a 100-count are $3.99. And get Mucus Relief DM Extended Release Tablets in a 14-count at $8.99. Barney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow. Visit them Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 8:30 to 12:30.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith, the Palmer Monument Company. There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, we are giving you one more reason, our annual winter sale. Come and see us today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off our already reduced prices. Our goal is to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs, and will save you money too, during the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow in Lexington.
Thank you, Chris. It's 19 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Brent, are you insured properly?
Am I insured properly? Yeah, well, I think for a lot of things I am. Yeah, try to be.
Lawsuits and so forth? Maybe you're in the neighborhood?
Well, no, I didn't know I needed insurance for that. I feel like I guess I haven't thought about that. I might think about it now that you shared with me the new rules or whatever for the neighborhood that basically you make up on a day-to-day basis and enforce by yourself. With no one to keep you accountable.
That is not true. That's true. That's through NOJ.
What?
That's through NOJ.
Yeah, and what did NOJ stand for again?
If I can remember or not.
I can't remember either. You said you told us what it stood for a few days ago.
No other group effective.
Oh, okay. No other group effective.
So I had to take over.
And then in parentheses, but Dave. No other group effective, parentheses, but Dave.
Had to get rid of the watchdog group, but now I'm it.
Yes, that's great.
So you might want to check with your insurance company, make sure lawsuits, because if, for instance, you didn't, while you were away in Omaha, have your driveway or your sidewalk taken care of and somebody slipped and fell on it, then as a member of the the neighborhood association, I would have to call a lawyer and have them sue the pants right off you.
Oh, thanks, neighbor, friend. Appreciate that.
It's not personal. It's business. It's not personal. So anyway, they have a insurance shop in Callaway.
They do?
That is so busy they need some more help. Can you help us with that?
Absolutely, yeah. Here's a job opportunity for you. High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Callaway, formerly J.R. Meyer Insurance. They are hiring Join a relationship-driven independent insurance agency as an insurance client services representative. You'll be the first point of contact for clients, handling their day-to-day questions and other support services. You will assist in the production of new accounts and the retention of existing accounts and provide prompt, efficient, high-quality service to designated accounts in support of producer activities. An individual who applies should have excellent written and verbal communication skills, enjoy striving toward goals, attentive to detail, flexible to adjust to the needs of the day and client, and are team-oriented. To apply, contact High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Callaway. And for more information on the job position, you can check out the full posting on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page.
Thank you, Brent. And I just want Mom to know down in Arkansas, it's nothing personal. Because think about it, Mom. Brent and I are going to be working together raising gourds this summer for a very worthy cause. So we can't let some other problems in the neighborhood be detrimental to our efforts for the inclusive playground. So we still have to get along. We have to put that aside. And if there's more snow, I would highly suggest you get out there and scoop it.
Okay. Thanks, Dave.
I know you're busy. You're in Omaha, but, there's a phone. You could have called up your neighbor and said, would you take care of my walk?
Well, a lot of neighbors would understand, hey, he's gone for an entire week. He can't get to his walk. I'll just go over and be a kind neighbor and friend and do it for him.
Well, we were pretty busy. Pretty busy right through that time period.
Yes, I know you were, yeah. on as it happens, and we can't be there without the support of businesses. And just really thank them again for allowing us to be there. And because of their tremendous support, the three guys who go eat well during the week as well. So thank you for that. We just appreciate our sponsors and the people who support what we do, especially on the high school sports side. We try to do quite a bit, and hopefully we prove that to you each and every year when we cover high school sports, and we can't do it without great business support. So thank you, businesses who believe in what we do as far as covering high school sports and support us. We appreciate it.
Well said, and I can tell you I worked on this payroll day today. So
yes.
You turned in the wrestling report time.
Uh-huh.
And just on the air, well, I suppose there's a little prep time you wrote in there. I don't know.
I kind of added like when we got there and started setting up, but most of it represented how many hours we were on the air.
Let me just tell you how many.
Okay.
Nearly 40 hours.
Really?
I think
that probably would be about right when you add it all together.
I think 38 hours was the total that and you take 38 hours and then you take the prep and the teardown and all of that, but on the air probably for almost 40 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, in 4 days.
Well, I'm happy to say it didn't feel like that.
Well, that's good.
When you're in the midst of it, time goes pretty fast when you're at state wrestling, so that's good.
And I'm going to tell you, Mom, down in Arkansas, Brent's going to get a big check today. So I would expect something in the mail, maybe a gift of some kind, and maybe something for Jim too.
I should do that, actually.
Or do this.
What?
When they come to visit, take them to the Tumbleweed Cafe.
Hey, that's great. Dad and I always, whenever they come to visit, Dad and I usually make a trip to the Tumbleweed Cafe at least once. Yes.
Do you ever have biscuits and gravy there?
Well, I have. Man, it's been a long time since I've had it there. I have, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pancakes?
Yes, I remember. I remember having pancakes for the first time at the Tumbleweed Cafe. It was their special. I was with our dear friend Daryl Sybrant. We went out to Tumbleweed. Their special was like pancakes and bacon. So I'm like, oh, boy, will that fill? Honestly, I'm going, will that fill me up? And so I ordered it. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
The best, biggest pancake I've ever had in my life.
And the best bacon you ever had.
Oh, for sure.
So remember, when they're open, when the cafe is open, you can have breakfast any time, and they're open from 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. And they serve daily specials Monday through Friday for lunch. And that Sunday buffet is great. And the Wake and Bake Nook is open every Monday through Friday until 6 p.m., and that's where you can stop in and pick up casseroles and things that you can just pop in the oven. And don't forget about all the things that they bake every day. They really like to bake at the Tumbleweed, and so you get the breads, fresh breads and rolls and so forth. And that's going on. I don't know how they do it all, but they do it. And then each Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. until 11 a.m., you'll find delicious breakfast items that you can drive up and order, including burritos and sandwiches and cinnamon rolls and biscuits and gravy, as we mentioned, and more. You can take that with you and visit that Wake and Bake Nook for a nice selection of those casseroles, great solutions for those busy nights when you don't have time to cook or you just don't feel like it. Then the Cracker Jack Sport Bar and Grill is on the west side of the Tumbleweed, open 7 days a week from 5 until 10 p.m. and later on Broken Bow game nights. And Carmen always says the grill is on until she walks out the door. And I don't know how many hours a day that lady puts in. Certainly more than she should, but we're glad that she is there. She has nightly food specials, delicious sports bar food like cheese, cigars, and wings, and clubhouse flatbreads and burgers and Cracker Jack French fry baskets and drinks await. The Tumbleweeds Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill. And, of course, Axe Kickers is there for you to entertain yourself. You can shoot some pool, throw a saw blade, and have a little fun, and eat those delicious foods as well.
Absolutely. Yep.
Carmen, I don't know how you do it, but we love you for it. We'll be right back after these words.
Hey Ryan, are you ready for a new year?
I sure am, but there's something I want people to know.
Okay, what's that?
Well, that RTA's Hardware is much more than a place where you can buy what you need for your home projects.
You mean how like we have microwaves?
Yeah, microwaves, coffee makers, kitchen utensils, home decor, toys, disc golf items, the list goes on.
So what you're saying is we have way more than what we can mention in this ad?
That's exactly what I'm saying. See you in 2025.
RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow. Check their aisles for what you're looking for first.
Come to Broken Bow Livestock on March 1st at 1 p.m. for the Mason Angus and Sim Angus Bull and Female Sale. Selling will be 50 yearling Angus and Sim Angus Bulls and 34 Angus and Sim Angus Open Heifers. Offering cattle with calving ease, growth, good structures, docility, muscling, power, natural thickness, maternal influence, and longevity to move your herd forward for more profit for you. Request or view a catalog online at masonangusandsimangus.com. Online bidding is available at DV Auction. See you at the sale Saturday, March 1st at 1 p.m. in Broken Bow.
Are you worried about fraud? Join Bruning Bank for an informative lunch and learn on fraud and fraud prevention. In just 1 hour, you'll learn about the latest scams, how to protect your personal information, and keep your finances safe. This free event is your chance to ask questions and get expert advice from Ryan Sothen from the Nebraska Attorney General's Office and Bruning Bank staff. The public is welcome to join us at the VFW in Broken Bow on Tuesday, March 25th from 11:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call Bruning Bank at 872-2757 to reserve your spot and free Subway lunch today. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Again, Bruning Bank was our $25 gift card provider yesterday, and we found out that Jim Scott was coached by Tom Osborne at the University of Nebraska, if you didn't know that. More probably famous for his fishing abilities, but both are very important. And we were unable to get a hold of Kim Shipwright, so we had the help of a very nice young lady who probably is still cussing at us at this time. Today we're going to be giving away a CarQuest $25 gift card to be used there, and they are locally owned and ready to help you out with any needs you have. They always, every year, have their filter sale that goes all year long, actually. So if you're wondering about when their sale starts and ends, it's going on all the time. To help you with your fleet and farm program. And they're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 6, Saturdays from 7:30 until 3. CarQuest is your locally owned and operated car store, parts store, and they'd love to have you stop in. You'll be surprised if you haven't been in for a while or never been in, the wide selection they have on the floor there for you. And, you know, there's just sometimes things you need, like, well, I got to go stop there. Jumper cables.
Ah, yes.
Got to replace those.
Do you?
Yeah, I busted them in half.
Yeah, that's right. You told me that.
Yeah, that 35 degree below morning, I got them out of the back of the car and went to stretch them out and snap.
Yikes.
Snapped right in half.
Yeah.
They were old, but not that old.
Yeah.
But battery chargers, anything centered around your trucks, your cars, your equipment, they can help you with. And if they don't have it on the floor, they can usually get it next day.
There you go.
So we'll be giving away that $25 card a little bit later on. And then we'll be winding it down here in March as far as the Love Local promotion, but that has been also very successful. Thank you for all the businesses who participated this year. Today is the today is the last day of winter for the meteorology side of it.
Oh.
So tomorrow is the first day of spring, if you look at it that way. I think a lot of us still look for the equinox, which is like March 20th or something like that, which will be considered also the first day of spring. I don't know. What are we supposed to do when they tell us that? Which day are we supposed to feel good about spring being here?
I don't know.
Why do they do that?
To confuse us. I think, hey, you said something to me the other day that caught me off guard. You said we go to daylight savings time like in a week, next week?
March 9th.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, we go to bed Saturday night. We want to spring those clocks an hour forward because we'll be on daylight savings time March 9th on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just,
just gets earlier, doesn't it?
I wish they would just leave it alone.
Oh yeah, I think there's a lot of people in that camp.
Yeah, but we can wish. Well, I'm not going to say that saying. That's one that my dad would have used. Forget. I won't be using that on the radio.
Okay.
I'd like to, but I'm not going to. This goes out to all you firefighters out there and support teams. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much.
Therapy can reduce inflammation, improve flexibility, and increase strength. Don't let that low back pain slow you down. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check out any of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, or Kearney.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on this Friday. I keep it is Friday, right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Yesterday seemed like Friday.
Hmm.
Yeah. Jeremy Shipe is in the studio with us. Jeremy, I've kind of been thinking about maybe having you make some comments.
Comments?
Yeah, some comments.
Uh-oh. On something important?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll kind of start the
I
conversation.
don't do political discussions.
No, it's not political.
Okay. All right, good.
I think I'm right on this. I don't mean to eavesdrop, but lots of times we, can hear each other back in the back room. And you were, I think, visiting with someone and getting some information about the planes and the helicopters and such that were bringing in the fire extinguisher, the water, whatever, to dump on the fire. Can you tell us a little bit about what you found out? I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I can. Basically, there's I've got my notes. Can I go grab my notes?
Yeah,
give me a second.
Yeah, because this is exactly what I was going to ask Jeremy
really?
to talk about, too. Yeah, because he's been following it closer than you and I have, visiting with authorities and so forth. And it'd be fun to kind of get his take on it because, as we mentioned earlier this morning, as bad and sad as this fire is, if you don't get to see big helicopters and big planes very often out in this part of the country, which you don't, it's kind of cool to see them do their work. It's amazing, actually. And I know that Kim Beesler sent out video of that helicopter loading up at their sand pit. And I think she said that was coming every, 20 minutes or so, something like that. So you have more information on that. You've been following it, Jeremy. So.
Yeah, I just I contacted the PIO because I was curious at just what different kinds of air units were being utilized and where they came from and who was flying them or in charge of them. So they're using a Lakota helicopter, a Chinook helicopter, a large air tanker, and then single-engine air tankers. So the single-engine air tankers are basically the smaller size tankers. At a quick glance, they almost look like a crop duster, but they're bigger than that. They do a similar style of drop as the crop dusters. Those are run by the Forest Service. Now, that big one you see flying around, that's called a large air tanker. It drops fire retardant, and he said that one comes out of Texas.
Wow.
From the federal level. And that's a part of a mutual aid agreement. Those planes are located at different locations depending on the time of year. And then when they're needed, they're activated from wherever they are to where they are needed, is the way I understood it. And then the Air National Guard is in charge of the two helicopters. The Chinook helicopter is the one doing bucket drops. They can get water from any nearby body of water, rivers, lakes, sand pits, things like that. Those drop down, scoop up the water, and take off. And they can do one drop every 30 minutes, is what they said. And then the Lakota helicopter is used for observation flights, determining fire footprint, accurate containment percentages, and acres burnt. So that's where those numbers come from. They fly a helicopter up there, and then they've got a different system that they use for determining all of that. So, it was really interesting. I'm hoping to, at some point, put a story together today, kind of compiling all that information. There's a little bit more information as far as how many gallons of water and fire retardant they can drop at one time. I think if I remember right, that large air tanker can drop a couple of thousand to a few thousand gallons at a time. It's just amazing.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about it, and in that one video where that big tanker was rolling into the Klein farm, it was kind of cool because even over the sounds of the jet, you could hear people going, yeah, thank you, yeah. And had to be a good feeling to see that being dumped in those trees next to that farm. It's tucked back in there. We've actually did a feature with the Kleins when we were featuring farms and ranches years ago, and that's really tucked back into some trees there, so you can see why they're really wetting things down there. And they're probably preventing fires moving into places where you have structures all over this, 6,000 plus acre fires.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I was encouraged by the update that we got last night. The percentage of containment is going up on both of them. So that's important. And then on a recent story yesterday afternoon, I put a piece of information at the end of it, just kind of redefining what containment means, just to remind everybody of what that means. You're far from out of the weeds, so to speak, even when that containment number hits 100%. Still got a lot of things burning inside, but when that containment number hits 100%, they're fairly certain that they've got a perimeter set up around the burning areas that can't be broken. With the conditions the way they are, it's going to be harder than ever to reach 100% containment, because that means you're confident it's going to be held to where it's at, and that's going to be hard with all that we've got going on today.
Yeah, 40-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts coming our way, and they've been talking about the red flag warning for actually much of the state, but we're certainly right in the middle of that. And there was, I see you had a story up, Corey got a story up on a house fire in Litchfield early yesterday morning that badly damaged the home, and it was maybe of electrical nature. You kind of just keep scratching your head and going, what in the heck is going on here?
Yeah, it's kind of wild. You can go several years without having a house fire in an area, especially with our lower population around here. You know, house fires happen in cities. It just makes sense. The higher population, your chances are higher. We could go years without having a house fire or some kind of problem like that, but it seems like the last 2.5 weeks in particular, there's been 3-4 house fires across the area, and it's just wild, paired with all the wildfires.
Fortunately, the Litchfield fire, I think the story read that there was nobody in the house at the time, and that was fortunate. The Callaway house fire, no one was injured. And the Ryan family fire north of Mason City, they were not there, which is a good and a bad thing, but more good than bad because nobody's injured. So we're lucky there. And we have had 2 firemen injured with the fighting of the fires early in the week, and they're both good, in good shape, which is so wonderful to hear. So
yeah, certainly. And you know, when you have got over 150 different departments contributing to a fight like that, it is amazing and awesome that they're doing so safely. We haven't heard of anything else like that. Which is great because there's a lot going on out there, a lot of moving pieces, and that just means they really know what they're doing. I happened to drive past the fire department to drop my kids off at daycare. Saw a few different trucks that I hadn't seen before coming in, and it's cool.
Yeah,
see them come from distances away. It's kind of feel like you're going into battle, you know, if you're hopping in your fire truck from hours away and driving up to Broken Bow. And in this state, many of our firefighters are volunteer. That's the thing we've got to remember. These are folks that work for places or own their own businesses. And for the better part of a week, they've pushed that all aside in order to keep people safe. I think that's, that word volunteer in front of these fire departments is something that we sometimes forget, but they're putting off important things they've got going on to do this.
I think combined with those volunteers you're talking about and our own departments who still have duties, the O'Connell department was called to a grass fire here the other morning, so they have to still maintain the ability to go take care of other fires besides the grass fires. Ambulance services and EMTs, they still have a job to do other than the fires, and so everybody is at 110% to make this all work. It's pretty cool to watch.
Yes.
It is. Yeah. The Hot Meals USA, that was really interesting to talk with the gentleman about that, and they go all over the country doing what they're doing here. So combination of volunteers, city departments, county departments, and our state and federal governments all working together to put out this fire.
And at times, you can't forget they call on farmers and ranchers to try to set up fire lines as well using discs and things of that nature. Sometimes it even comes to the point of turning on pivots, getting things wet out there. So it takes a group effort.
It does. Rotary was feeding the guys here the other day, and I know some groups are making bagged lunches and getting that delivered out to the guys and gals who are fighting those fires. So yeah, it's been quite a couple of weeks, but it's also good to see everybody working together like this.
We'll hope those percentages for precipitation the beginning of next week continue to stay high.
Yeah.
And I wish in forecast you could get a prediction on rain, like you're going to get so many inches or whatever. You just keep seeing 70% chance of rain. You're like, man,
what does that mean?
What does that mean? Because a quarter inch isn't going to do it.
That's exactly right. We need a nice, even a gusher to start with would be accepted, and then a nice slow soaker would solve a lot of problems here. Even a chance of snow on Tuesday. But
wet snow would be great.
Yeah, that would help.
That dry snow
didn't do much.
That didn't get it. Didn't get it done.
Well, I'm glad that we were thinking the same way there, Brent. We knew that Jeremy had been following this very closely whenever he wasn't doing something else, like calling a ball game with you and doing all the stuff that has been going on. But we appreciate it, Jeremy.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Here's the Steve Miller Band.
KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. President Trump and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky are about to meet at the White House. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
Zelensky's visit today comes after days of trading insults. He said, unfortunately, Trump lives in this disinformation space, while last week, Trump called Zelensky a dictator.
They're expected to sign a minerals agreement as repayment for U.S. military aid. The Trump administration is slashing more federal jobs. CBS's Michael Wallace.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is losing 880 workers, 5% of its staff, including some important meteorologists.
Measles cases are now reported in New Jersey, Kentucky, and Washington state after an unvaccinated child died amid a Texas outbreak. Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo in Houston.
We do have the rodeo coming up, and we have spring break coming up, and we don't want to be the next epicenter of measles.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
It is Steph Curry's world, and we're just living in it.
Curry, guarded by Carter Jr., gets another screen. Bounce past to Post. Over to Pajemski. Post had a layup and gave it up. Pajemski out to Curry. Pump fake. Flyby. Three ball. Got it with the buzzer sounding.
You just heard it on the Game Warriors Radio Network. They came back to beat the Magic 121-115. Curry dropped 56 points, including 12 threes in the win. The Bucks held on to defeat the Nuggets 121-112 despite a triple-double from Nikola Jokic. Zion Williamson recorded his first career triple-double, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, as the Pelicans topped the Suns in Phoenix 124-116. The Suns have lost 7 out of their last 8 games. The Lakers have won 4 in a row. They beat the Timberwolves 111-102. LeBron James led the way for LA with 33 points and 17 rebounds.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A red flag warning begins at 10 a.m. today and continues until 8 p.m. tonight. Mainly clear skies today with daytime highs approaching 65. Winds out of the northwest 20 to 25 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies again tonight 26. 51 tomorrow, mainly clear. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Custom. That's their gig at Sandhills Custom Creations. From the west side of the square in Broken Bow, they make t-shirts, banners, metal signs, vinyl decals, tumblers, photos, keychains, and so much more. Find Sandhills Custom Creations on Facebook.
42 degrees outside under a sunny sky. Winds west at about 5 miles per hour right now. So if we could hold that today, that would be good. But it's not going to be that way, according to the weather experts. We're going to be in the red flag area until like 10 o'clock tonight, and we're going to see winds blowing up to 40 miles per hour, according to the forecast. Yesterday's high was 63, so it's even drier today than it was yesterday. Some of these warm days have been comfortable, but not favorable for firefighting. So be careful out there. And again, Jeremy is here. Jeremy, we wanted to talk a little bit about the drone situation. We've gotten notices the last 2 mornings from the Broken Bow Fire Department about private citizens with drones in fire areas. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Basically, the skies need to be clear for these helicopters and these planes to be able to do their jobs. And if you're flying your personal drone around, it makes their job harder. That drone can do a significant amount of damage to a plane. If it hits a plane or a helicopter in the right place, I'm sure it could disable it. We certainly don't want to do. And, there's no reason just for the sake of getting some pictures from the sky to fly that up there when it could put those folks' lives in danger and inhibit their ability to do their jobs to get those fires out. So just keep them grounded.
Keep them grounded, and again, stay away from the fire areas if you don't have any real business being there. It just makes it easier for the units to get to and from these guys hauling water. The less traffic there is, the less they have to worry about, when they pull up hills with a load of water on, they can't go real fast. That's heavy. And so it just helps the flow of traffic if we stay away from those situations and let them do their job.
Plus, I venture to guess if you hit one of those large air tankers with a drone, probably not going to be able to afford to replace that large air tanker.
Probably
most
not.
of us,
Yeah. Speaking of lawyers, you'd better get one right away if you.
In case you missed the part, that's a federal large air tanker. that would be the federal government coming after you.
Yeah. So we know what to do. We just need to let everybody do their job like they have been. And I think all in all, we've seen where they've thanked the public for their cooperation. So I think we're doing pretty good there, but no need to stumble now.
Yep.
So, Brent, I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, Dave.
I know you don't drink. You don't drink alcoholic beverages, but as a neighbor,
yes.
And let's say I was unable to get to. Have you ever bought any alcoholic beverages before?
No, I don't think. No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
If I maybe got real sick, or I guess I wouldn't want to drink if I was real sick. But if I
yeah, you would.
I was gonna say.
Okay, Jeremy. Okay.
I'm
well,
sorry.
Maybe a headache,
Yeah.
But,
a sore throat.
But what I'm asking, sore throat might be.
Ooh, something warm.
Little honey and maybe some bourbon or something. Anyway, would you, if I asked you, and I was in kind of need, would you go buy me a 6-pack or a bottle of bourbon?
I would consider it, I guess, maybe. I'd probably have to charge you for it.
Oh, yeah. Delivery fee.
I mean, it's just business, right? Mm-hmm. It's just business.
That's nothing personal.
I know why you don't want to do it.
They'd probably card me.
They would.
54-year-old man getting carded.
What's your ID? That would really hurt your feelers, wouldn't it?
I bought a video game when I was 26 and I got carded.
Really?
Yeah, that was wild.
Well, they'll check you at the Whiskey Barrel if you look like you're too young to buy.
And that's
beverages.
good. That's need
very
to.
Good.
Yeah.
But the good news is, if you just go in there and buy a Mountain Dew, which you could do, a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, you're going to have a great conversation with the staff there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're going to card you then, too.
Stan
no caffeine and sugar for you.
Stan might check you out. But I guess what I'm getting at here is that it would be an enjoyable experience no matter what you buy at the Whiskey Barrel, because they're always so nice there. They take care of you, and the store's stocked really, really well. And sometimes there's things that maybe you would want an artificial, a non-alcoholic beverage. I don't think it's artificial. It's a non-alcoholic beverage. If you wanted to get that for maybe your anniversary and have a little bubbly,
all right,
they'll get that for you.
Good. That's great.
They're open 7 days a week.
Good.
And they don't charge exorbitant prices, just everyday low prices, because they don't have like what they call draw products to get you in the door with this glitzy special and then have higher prices on other products. So you'll get along fine there. If you go pick me up a 6-pack, you'll get along great.
Okay.
Other than you'll be probably carded. Whiskey Barrel, Broken Bow, 7 days a week, right in between Subway and Vet Care, right across from Gateway Motors, where they have a guy there that has a popcorn problem.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
Okay.
You have anything over there you want to read?
I do, actually. Yes. You know what? Shipe's in here. Shipe can help us out. I'll give you Sylvester's. We'll talk about the pantomime players coming up here in a second. But first, if you go see the pantomime players, you want to be able to hear everything. And if you perhaps struggle with your hearing and or worry about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings, we encourage you to stop in to the Nebraska Land Hearing Center and visit with Roxanne. She can help, offering extended discounts for new and returning patients for just staying local. And we always stress this, pricing available to fit all budgets. No need to travel outside the area. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. So give her a call today to make your appointment, 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852 for the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. You'll find them located in downtown Broken Bow in the Broken Bow Chamber building.
What were each of you doing in 1983?
I don't know, grade school, junior high, maybe.
I think I got fired here in 1983.
Oh, yeah, really? Look at you now.
Well, let's talk more about that. That sounds a lot more interesting than what I was doing in 1983.
Story time.
No, I started here in 1979, and
made it 4 years, huh?
I think it was almost 4 years before I got turned loose. And then they invited me back later.
Nice.
But yeah. So that's what I was doing.
Okay. So Dave was without a job. Brent was in elementary school.
In school, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, also going on in 1983, the Pantomime Players were being founded.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. They're back to do it again this Saturday at Sly's. Lots of favorites if you've seen them in the past. They've got some of your favorite shows that they've been doing for years. They bring some new ideas to the table every now and then as well. The show starts at 9 on Saturday, so get there, secure your seat, and grab up a drink ahead of great entertainment. This is a theatrical show featuring music, lip syncing, acting, dancing, and plenty of laughs. Again, it's this Saturday at 9, Sylvester's, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. They would love to see you there for the Pantomime Players.
I would imagine there'll be some veterans of the players there, and then a lot of new performers as well. So you'll get, they'll probably do some of the same skits that they used to, but with new actors and singers. Should be entertaining.
Yes.
A lot of fun. A lot of people just really enjoy that, and that's why it's been going on since 1983, I guess. You were in elementary school?
Well, yeah, I mean, I graduated high school in 89, so...
And Jeremy, in 83, were you...
I was -9 years old.
He's just a kid.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm really not. I'm 33, guys.
Tosh, you're still a kid.
He's just saying that so we have to go 33, the dog.
Yeah.
It does make me feel better, honestly. Whenever I feel like 33 is old, it does feel good to have people around you that go, to be 33.
Well, you're one of the younger folks that work here, right?
Yeah, as long as I can still hold that title.
Yeah,
Jack's
obviously
Jack's
is
got
the youngest
younger.
now.
He's
But
10 years younger than that. And what's Christy now, 70?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Time after time, I've done my sentence.
Thank you very much, Brent. Again, we'll be giving away that $25 gift card to CarQuest in just a little bit. Keep it right here. Bruce Springsteen, one called Rocky Ground. Yeah, we've been traveling on some rocky ground the last couple of weeks, but there's inspiration in that music, as you heard, as we go forward and continue to help one another out and good things come out of bad things. That's what our theme is this week. Also want to take time out just for a moment to thank all of our FFA sponsors in this month of February who made salutes available on the radio to us and to you. Downey Drilling, Meade Lumber, Custer Federal State Bank, Mount Custer Truck Sales, Litchfield Pack, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Power Solutions, Trotter Service, and Trotter Fertilizer, along with BD, all bringing you FFA salutes this past month.
You okay there?
My paper hit the microphone.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's terrible.
It happens. I just have a piece of paper here. This particular piece of paper says toss after this Friday's show.
Uh-oh.
So I need to throw this away, right?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. All right. Just double checking.
Here's the new tumbleweed that we read this
morning. Now this one is to be tossed away. This is to be saved.
It's dated,
right?
It's dated through the 31st
of
March.
All right, got it.
Yep. That's that. We've taken care of that filing system.
Okay.
Let's see. Patsy says, thanks for the entertainment. Never said, but I love your theme for the music today. Thank you, Patsy. Also, Deb Mayer, Gaston, says tomorrow is Nebraska's 158th birthday.
Oh, wow. All right.
And so 2 years from now, we'll be celebrating a big anniversary for Nebraska and 160 years as a state. So I know that we've talked with the folks at the Custer County Museum, and they have big plans for that.
Oh, great.
A lot of history that will be bubbling up to the top the next couple of years. So thank you for that, Deb. And here's one I don't quite understand. We've been getting some scattered messages that I don't think really belong or really are intended for us.
Oh.
This one says, the dog is on a mission.
Okay, well, good to know. I'm a little nervous. What kind of mission?
We don't know what mission that is.
The dog is on what kind of mission? That's kind of scary.
It's just the dog is on a mission. So we'll leave that to your imagination out there. All right. We are going to take the third caller at 872-2801. Third caller at 872-2801. And that caller will receive the $25 gift card to be used at CarQuest, your locally owned car parts store here in Broken Bow. Third caller. Step into your power. We have been stepping into our powers this week with all the help we're getting here. Everybody's putting out a powerful effort to get through all the things that are happening out there fire-wise. Again, red flag today. Please be very careful about any chances of a spark or burning materials. There's a ban on burning right now in this area. That only makes sense. And no burning permits will be issued until further notice. No drones, please, in the fire areas. You'll stop progress with that if you put a drone up. So please don't do that. And again, make room for emergency personnel and firefighters as they go to and from those locations. And again, update us before we close. You got information on when the games are going to be?
Yeah, we'll give you the information regarding tonight again quick. We'll be in Columbus for Scotus Central Catholic against Broken Bow C16 Girls District Basketball Championship game. That'll be tonight, tipping at 6. Game on KCNI Radio and on our live video stream. We'll be in North Platte for you tonight on KBBN Radio as Anselmo takes on Layton in the D28 District Championship game. That'll tip off at 6. That'll be on KBBN Radio. Best of luck to Mullen, too, as they compete in girls' district finals. And I'm going to have to try to do this on memory. I don't have it in front of me. I want to say they did set the Sandhills Thetford boys' district final March 4th, Boone Central.
Way to go.
Yeah.
He was squinting his eyes and everything.
Yeah, I was trying. I'm like, I know I read that. Yes, I believe March 4th, Boone Central.
All right.
Yeah. So that's what we know at the moment. There will be other information coming out, and we'll pass that to you and kind of let you know what our broadcast coverage will look like coming up for boys' districts once we get it set.
No other station, probably in Nebraska, if not the world, covers as much high school sports as KCNI, KBBN. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, well, we try.
Standing by it.
And we enjoy doing it. I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. We consider it a privilege to get to do it, so we love doing it.
Thank you, kids, for all your efforts.
Yep.
Also want to remind you before we close. Oh, by the way, Pam called in. She was our third caller, and she has won the $25 gift card to CarQuest. So congratulations, Pam. Thanks for listening and calling in. The Chamber Banquet is coming up on March 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Broken Bow Chamber Banquet. And tickets are going pretty fast, so don't delay. Get a hold of the Chamber and get your tickets. You can get those for $60 each or a table of 8 for $450. The number to call is 872-5691.
Yeah. And since we're talking about banquets and stuff, I want to remind you tomorrow night, the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club will be hosting their Indian Nation Banquet fundraiser. I believe tickets are still available for it. I think it's $40 for individual tickets. It's a great time. They serve a delicious meal. I think social time kind of gets started around 5:30 at the One Box Convention Center. Going to be a great time, so come on out, have some fun, and make a donation to the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club. It'll be a lot of fun tomorrow night.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you.
We are going to close the show now, but we did have one more note here from Sean. Be careful tonight. Rumor has it the Scotus School is haunted.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay.
So just be careful.
All right.
We don't want to lose our sports team to a ghost.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
Okay. Folks, thanks so much for sticking with us this week. And again, thank you to all you folks out there who are keeping us safe. And I know there's different...
And keeping us informed, too. Thank you to those people who are keeping us informed so we can inform you.
Communications have been good, very, very good, and we appreciate that as we get calls wondering what's going on, and that means we're not getting the word out enough, and we're not getting calls right now, so that's good. We're doing our job because everybody's communicating and cooperating, so it's all good. It's all good. And I want to hold it just a sec.
Yep. Oh boy.
I can't finish the show.
Yes.
Yeah, Christy.
Yes.
I want to apologize. I'm starting to feel bad.
Well, I don't even know what you did, so I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Well, I'll just save you the trouble. We're talking about how old we were, and in 1983, and Jeremy wasn't even born yet. Brent was in elementary school, and I mentioned I think I got fired in 1983 here from the radio station, and
yes,
I just made a comment right at the end, and it was an evil, bad thing to do, and I feel bad about it. I said that you were 60.
Thanks, Dave.
Is that what I said, Brent? 60?
add
and
10.
Brent and Jeremy didn't correct you, I'm sure, right? They just laughed.
Add 10 to that is actually what he said.
I did say 70.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
He did.
Nice.
So,
yeah.
Please.
And we would have defended you, but he immediately went to a song.
Right. Yeah.
He did.
Forgive me. And besides, you're going to look great at 70.
Yeah.
I mean, truly. I mean, look at me.
Yeah, sure, Dave.
That was your opening. That was your chance right there.
Oh, you blew it. I'm not being nice.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Brent.
See ya.